Let's see if you can see a familiar pattern here. I got home late last night and Harry had gone. I had seen enough and my mind was made up. They had grown up a lot since I last saw them. We were surprised because Katie had never done anything like that before. Now notice there in the first sentence we had grown and saw in the same sentence, and in the second we had surprised and had never done in the same sentence. So what is the past perfect? Well, it is had plus the past participle. Can we use it in a question? Yes. Had he finished it before I came in that day? So there you'd say had with either the pronoun, proper noun or noun plus the past participle, okay? I hadn't taken his advice seriously, and that would prove costly. She had watched it, so I ended up watching the film alone. Now notice there, hadn't taken and would are appearing in the same sentence, okay? We're using two past tenses in the same sentence, and this is how the past perfect works. This is why it is commonly known as the past past. Okay, so what about this one here? Can you say where had it gone in a question? Yes, of course you can. So with the little short sentences you could say, I lost my hat. Where had it gone? Nobody knew. So what about the next one? They had thought about it long before me. Look how we can see the two different points of time there. And we had moved to an area that was truly blessed and were so happy. The 2 points of time. It's as if the second part of the sentence is giving more information to the first part of the sentence, and that is how it all blends together and becomes the past perfect. We had spoken about it before, and of course don't forget that we use contractions a lot in the past perfect. So we'd spoken, okay, we'd spoken. What about this one? At that point, most people had left. Of course, you can turn that around, can't you, and say most people had left at that point. Again, look at the two different points of time. He had discovered something really wonderful and would soon be famous. And of course, as a contraction, you could say he'd discovered, okay? He had discovered something really wonderful and would, okay, would soon be famous. So this is how we write the past perfect. It's normally always in long sentences, complex sentences. For example, I had sat there for a while before the photo was taken, okay? Had sat, and look at the adverb before, and the ending was taken. This is when the past perfect makes sense, when it's having other past participles backing it up. So let's see lots of examples to really get my point across here. We had already taken a photo of the plane at that point, okay? The pilot had flown these planes most of his life. We had photographed that plane and now wanted to photograph something else. Okay, had photographed, did you notice there, wanted in the same sentence? Okay, using a contraction, they'd come, okay, come a long way back then. It had been well worth the visit. The pilot had seen the film where the plane became a time machine and he liked it. You'll be seeing all these examples again at the end of the video, by the way, every one of them. What about this one here? I didn't go because I had forgotten all about it and fallen asleep. Notice there how we used the past perfect twice, all in the same sentence here. Do you see it? Had forgotten, and at the end, had fallen, okay? Had fallen asleep, giving the 2 points of time. I waited there for a while, or I'd waited there for a while. So you're left wondering what you're talking about. So what about I had waited there a while, so decided to go home? You see, it's like an unfinished sentence when you use the past perfect in short sentences. It works well with complex sentences and compound sentences. And this is a complex sentence. I had unwrapped most of my gifts before I even knew it. And we can turn it around. Before I even knew it, I had unwrapped most of my gifts. Again, look at that there. Before I even knew it, and had unwrapped in the sentence. Okay, let's look at this compound sentence. Ray had eaten enough fried food, so he decided to opt for a salad instead. Okay, can you see the two past forms of the verb? There are two past forms of the verb there. Of course, we've got the past perfect. Yes, there it is there. Had eaten and decided, okay? Both in the same sentence. It's like one is complementing the other. And together they create the past perfect. And of course you can always say, I had never swum in the Indian Ocean before, okay? So even saying never, that is still obviously the past perfect there. I had never swum in the Indian Ocean before. Past perfect. The construction workers had created an amazing new promenade. Okay, simple past. The construction workers created an amazing new promenade. Now, if you're just saying that as a statement, the simple past works better. Don't try and make a sentence with the past perfect if it's not necessary. It's necessary here though, in this paragraph. We went to the seafront to see what all the fuss was about. To our amazement, we discovered that the construction workers had created an amazing new promenade. Okay, we discovered and had created. It makes sense there. So, pause the video and create a paragraph featuring the past perfect with these two names and the pool game. Okay, I want you, it's Tom, Pool and Ray, okay? And pool is the game you play with pool cues and pool balls, okay? I hope you had a go at that there. So you could have had this, couldn't you? You could have had, the day of the big match had finally arrived. Tom had beaten Ray at pool before, so he wasn't too worried about playing him. However, he knew that victory was not guaranteed. And we've got two examples of the past perfect there, but if you just had one, that's great. Hope you had a go at that there. So now I want you to practice your reading. We're going to see all these examples again. So read, okay, please read all of the past perfect examples you have seen. They're all going to come up for you. Don't forget to check out this amazing video here all about the irregular verbs. You'll see more examples for the past perfect and for all the other past tenses. Well, most of them, okay? It's a great video, the A to Z of irregular verbs. We really, blow away all confusion regarding that subject. Please check it out. It's a wonderful video. And please, okay, click like, okay, like and subscribe. These are the two things that I'd like you to do, and check out the other playlists. Thank you.